watch out, guys. There's weird people everywhere. I commented on a narcissism coach's profile about my views on how societies run and how it inspires narcissistic ethos. For example, the government, it's a fear and control dynamic, and then that inspires people throughout society to think that's acceptable. And I made this just to share my thoughts with someone who's meant to be a professional on the subject, and because what I believe happens is the government, they're at the very top, and the way the system's set up for fear and control, and then narcissists run throughout society as the government's flying monkeys. And then the narcissists, who are the government's flying monkeys, they create social networks, and within those social networks, they manipulate people, and there's a social hierarchy within the social group, and people who are unhealthy, and because they care about the person, they're so sucked into this weird group, and they love this they've been manipulated by this person, because their network is so intelligent, they've got different people all over the place, and they seem like they come off and seem like good people, so they don't, and they feel scared. What happens is because we're taught to be social creatures, and people then become scared of being ostracized from the social dynamic. And it's not until, and then when there's someone who sees through this, who can't be manipulated by the narcissist has to make that person out to seem like a problem. And you can see that with what the government are doing in society now. They're it's empathetic people that are the issue for them, and they have to put labels on people who have natural empathy, and then obviously on the lower level, in small friendship groups in society, they'll slowly drop little nuggets before they discard of the person that can see, when they realise they can't control this individual. I know, because I've been subject to this. My own mother has done it. She doesn't talk to me anymore because she knows she can't control me, and I can see the same thing happened with my dad. And unfortunately my dad used alcohol to numb his high emotion, high sensitivity, something that I've managed to do with really rigorous exercise. I still struggle, but I'm trying my best, because I just really don't want these evil forces to win, because I want to be a change for society, because I can't live in a society that operates like this, and not everyone's like it. They just get caught up in the hierarchy, and it's very sad. It's very strange, but hopefully I've kind of explained my ideas on everything a little bit. But yeah, narcissism, narcissistic abuse is very subtle, and it's hard to explain, and I've experienced it from when I was a child, and I didn't stand for it when I was a child because my brother's 5 years older than me, and so he obviously, we've had different experiences. He obviously got trained by my mother, and then my mum and dad split up when I was 2, so I've had like, and you like your brain learns things that, like, the most from ages 1 to 7, and when you've got a brain like mine that can't be manipulated, the narcissist can realize that. And anyway, I ended up, because I got bullied by my mother and my brother, and they even teamed up on me, and I remember vividly, they were like saying I was adopted. And then I had other family members, they would all there was another thing, they would make fun of the size of my nose, and yeah, it's all pretty toxic really. And I've never forgotten it. I've remembered every person that's ever been mean to me really, and that's why I have so much, like, it took me to take all that pain to hit rock bottom, and then I, like Phoenix rising out the ashes, I was like, no, I'm gonna fucking show these wankers what I'm made of. And that's what I've done, and here I am now with my voice, and I'm not going to be bullied anymore. I won't allow it. I don't want to allow anyone else to experience what I've experienced, because it's fucking painful. So, and I've been living with my brother for the last 3 years, and we keep going round in circles where I get upset with how he makes me feel, and then it all goes like quiet. Oh, my arm's hurting. It all goes like, have a blow up. I tell him how I feel, he doesn't like what I say, and then it dies down for a bit, and then everything goes back to normal, because I struggle, like, living in the same house as someone and like just not like talking to them, because yeah, it's just it's difficult, isn't it? But this time I've got to stand strong and just ignore him, because like narcissists are they think they're clever, but until they meet an awakened empath like me, because obviously I've dealt with this through different stages, and what happens is, when you experience this kind of abuse as a child, you then go look for people, you become a people pleaser in society. And what I've discovered is that I was abused by someone who I thought was my close friend, and then I was all part of the friendship group and everything, and then he found everything out about me, and I thought, I told him all my deepest, darkest, all my pain and stuff I experienced from my mum, from growing up and things like that, and how I've done anything to just have a normal upbringing and all this kind of shit. He knew all that kind of stuff, and I was like, how I feel, but yeah, and then fuck, what was I saying? Well, yeah, and anyway, I've now come to the realisation my brother's one of those people. My brother has a network of flying monkeys, and he's the narcissist of his friendship group. Fucking mental. So what I've had to do now is I've blocked all of his friends, any family connected to me. I've blocked them all, because when you're dealing with these types of people, they think they're clever. They use their flight, because I blocked him a while ago. But, yeah. So now it's game over. I'm not fucking falling for his two-faced tricks anymore. Hopefully I can if you're experiencing this, best thing you can do is become the strongest version of yourself. And escape. That's my next move. I need to plan my escape, but obviously finances are pretty difficult at the minute. That's another reason. The government know these people are out in society. They know people, empathetic people, are the ones that get caught up in these weird situations. That's why they can't offer any support. They have to make people who are struggling out to be it's the narcissists that thrive in this society. It's very sad, but I'm strong, so I'm going to stand for it.